Shit, guys. Can we just get some love in the chat for Voldicus and another tier 10,100? Thank you so much, dude. Like, again, like, I just can't even say anything else. Like, I've expressed myself to the max already, and now you're literally gonna start breaking me. Thank you so much. Let's see some love in the chat, guys. Zerd Cola just gifted a sub to the NQL. Papa Mitch just gifted a sub to Clip Tour. Guys, I'm going to have to catch up on these after the game, because otherwise I'm just not going to get a chance to actually talk about the game at all, because you are going crazy. The sub train is like absolutely insane at the moment. The sub train is insane. The love train is insane. Let's get all aboard and just spread some fucking love for StarCraft by enjoying this PvZ. To the top left-hand side, our Blue Protoss player, give it up for Splice Stats. To the bottom right-hand side from Team Expert, the Red Zerg player. It's Bly. I want to give just a special thank you to Bly at the start of this game as well, just quickly. He's had a bit of a rough day. He's 0-4 so far. He can't get out of the group. But still does show up, still does play, doesn't just disappear into nothingness. He still does play the final siege of the day, which we really do appreciate. It does suck a little bit, the round robin, when it does get to a situation where the last match is absolutely entirely pointless. But I want to say thank you, especially to Bly, who obviously doesn't have anything to gain from this any longer, apart from maybe stealing some Maligulac points off of stats. So I do appreciate him waiting and sticking around to play this and play in the match as we get into this. Again, at this point, Stats is already through the group, probably in first place, I believe, because of maps going head-to-head guaranteed after winning against Scarlet, and Keen is already guaranteed through in second place. So this map really doesn't mean that much. Well, this match doesn't mean that much, but it's still fun to see. It's still some fun games for us here as we continue onward. Lings, a couple of adepts getting pushed back by those Zerglings and a Queen so far. As we're going to be seeing the Oracle on the way up, being built right now. A few Lings moving around here. A little bit of poking, a little bit of prodding. As you do see the Stargate of the Phoenix on the way out in the main base. And Justin, you went for the Oracle into Phoenix again. I guess Oracle into Phoenix is pretty normal. I was a bit surprised about it when the proxy, because again, when the proxy comes through, it's a little bit different, because obviously I do feel you kind of want that second Oracle kind of fast. As you do have the Phoenix here just poking away at this Overlord. This Overlord taking a little bit of damage here right away, and we are going to see again picked off. Twilight Forge and a Robo Facility, the follow-up tech here from Stats, just getting everything he needs to move into the mid-game at the moment. I am very excited, very interested to see just what Bly does, perhaps, just to see how he plays. Already very different from Scarlet. No super fast lair, just 3 hatcheries so far, and well, Queen and Spore are going to help to push this Oracle away from the third base at least. So that's a big positive, as you see this Oracle just sat down to the south side, the 4th hatchery to the bottom left-hand corner as well. A lot of these adepts from Stats coming across to just see what exactly he can get up to here in the next few moments. So adepts down the left looking to see where they can go. Overlord here from Bly is going to get shot down in the next few seconds. Well, actually maybe not. The Queen should be able to deflect in time. The second Queen wasn't joining the fight in time. Oh, the Overlord's going to die and the Phoenix will get out of there. There's Adepts getting picked off / shading away, but it's going to get caught by the rest of these Zerglings. Bly just with a lot of Lings on the map, actually. I mean, that really is quite a lot of Lings. He's just checking for third bases. Stats is actually, again, going up to the Robo Bay kind of quick, so maybe this is not necessarily something he just did against Skull, but maybe this is just something he does in general right now. Lings coming towards the third. They're going to get surrounded on the Adepts, but with the Oracle here, they can't really stick around forever, and it means a lot more Lings go down than maybe Bly was anticipating. It means he won't be able to cancel the third Nexus as a follow-up to this. Sentry being saved by the shield battery. Shield batteries create some really intense moments. Sometimes it looks a little silly, but it can be pretty darn fun to watch it happening, as we're going to be seeing 13 drones on the way up, +1 melee, +1 missiles, currently on the way through as we see the blink halfway done, the +1 attack upgrade almost finished, the Colossus continuing to come on out as well. As this Queen going to be throwing down a creep tumor to the right hand side, continuing to push it forwards, off over to the right. Couple more drones going down as Adepts are going to pick away 3, 4, 5 workers in the main. Stats always seem to just find moments where suddenly he has himself a couple of Adepts somewhere that are dealing so much damage. This is 2 Adepts for now 8 workers. There might even be 9 before he goes down. Wow, 9 workers killed. A small warp prism play into the main base from Stats does so much damage here. Very, very crazy as we just see some units gathering together from Stats towards, or between, the natural and the third base. Moldings coming up to the top side, going to look to grab himself a probe here potentially as the Colossus fires a couple of lasers. A couple of Zerglings going down, and again just going to run away over to the left as we see now the 5th hatchery on the way up from Bly in the center of the map. Again, melee, missiles, Hydra speed, all these upgrades coming through at the moment as Bly is getting himself into the lurker den as well, really just again, a similar mid-game to kind of Scarlet's plan on some of these maps that we saw from her, but overall kind of interesting in its own way too. He goes melee upgrades alongside missile upgrades, for example, and it's much later kind of lurker commitment than what Scarlet was going for in that first game that we saw. It's the game I'm referencing, of course, the one where she did, of course, play the kind of the longer game rather than the essentially the all-in on game number 2 on Catalyst. +2 from Stats, whose army, where is his army? Right here in the center. It doesn't really look that large. You know, it doesn't feel very big because it's, I guess, so tech heavy with these couple of Colossi. But look at his confidence, just pushing through the center, going to start working his way through this 3rd hatchery. This 3rd hatch going to be dropping here over the next few seconds, so hatch going to drop on down. You're going to see these few broodlings just popping out of the hatch, getting taken down as well, and it's going to now be moving over to the left-hand side. Stalker's picking off another Overlord here. We're going to see another Queen getting dropped. Lings and Hydra's going to push on forwards. Some force fields coming down. They're pretty good. I thought initially he might get on top of some of these Colossi, but now the micro from Stats as well. Warp Prism micro to save the Colossus, and so far it's continuing to go very well. The Colossi are not going anywhere. 12 kills, 9 kills, 6 on the final one, and pushing on through. Stats just has too much power in this, and Bly, force fielded away, was not able to do enough of this. And that's going to be all of these units going down. The drone line is a massacre. GG from Bly. Stats takes game number 1 of this best of 3. Yes, all the replays that you've seen today, guys, will be in the replay pack. So you're looking for the lurker all in from Scarlet, it will be in there. And again, it will go out on Monday, the new replay pack. So very, very soon, 2 days from now. 2 days from now. Stats 1-0 up in this best of 3. Did I have another shout out? I think, oh yeah, the boss Wagon, you wanted a shiny blue one. I'll hang you up after the game, dude. I just wanted to get in and start introducing the players, obviously. As to the bottom left-hand side, our blue Protoss player from Splice, looking to go 6-1 today. He did drop a map to Keen. It is Stats. Team Experts Bly. To the top right-hand side will open hatch gas pool. So 3 hatch before pool here, a bit of a greedier opening. We'll see if it pays off for him in the next few minutes. Playoffs on Monday, guys. Tomorrow's Go for SE2, that's what we're going to be casting. So playoffs are on Monday. The boss, Magian. I really feel like I'm murdering your name in pronunciation, but I try. I'll get you on the tree after this game, buddy. After this game. Replay packs go straight to your sub inboxes. Straight to your sub inboxes. No questions asked, as we're going to be seeing the proxy Stargate, the response from Stats here. Just going to be getting that set up and getting ready to go as a few queens on the way. Ling speed coming up too, and a couple of lings. Okay, just before. Okay, I know we're doing a lot of talking that's not game related right now, guys, but the yeah, sorry, not your sub inbox, your Twitch inbox. You've got a Twitch message inbox, they will go in there. I just want to say, a lot of new members of the family, we do have a Discord server. It's open to everyone, but there is a sub-only channel as well. Replay packs are also posted in there and so on, if you are wondering, or at least updates on when they're released and when sub messages go out. It's another great way to keep up with the community. Discord.gg/WardiTV, or just an ! Discord in the chat will give you the link you need to get there. Would love to have you guys join that Discord family. I talk there quite a lot. I talk there. If anyone asks me something there, I generally do reply. So if you ever want to get a hold of me, it's a great place to do it. And again, just continue to build the Wardy community. We really are into a little bit of a family, you know. We really are a bit of a family, aren't we? Alright, guys. 3 workers have been picked off here, as we're going to see a few lings just going to grab the pylon, and here he goes, super fast Oracle into the main. Bly doesn't even have drones in here, he's already pulled them away. 1 drone, 2 drones, 3 drones. It's not that many for the proxy Oracle, he actually only turns into 2. Most of the damage was done by the Adept so far. These lings are going to be able to pick away at this Stargate. Stargate coming on in, as we're going to be seeing the Robo facility thrown down in the natural. Follow up here from Stats, getting set to go. Again, he's already guaranteed first place in this group. Already guaranteed first place in this group, so yeah, just playing, just again, just keep his Legulac points and so on. Just wants to finish this off quick as well, of course. There's Bly coming down the left-hand side to see what he can get up to. Just watching for the third Nexus coming into play. In general, the stats just expanding slow, really kind of focusing on earlier aggression. Really focused on building up before taking the third Nexus as well. Some Zerglings still just sat on the south side here, as we do have the Oracle just set. Waiting to go once more. Twilight Council is just over halfway done. Another gateway coming up. And some extra overlords coming through as well. Bly is really struggling on the work account after this free hatch before pool opening as well. Down by 8 workers is really not what you'd expect. A couple of Zealots get surrounded, but this Oracle's putting in work. The Adepts helping to push that away. I mean, 2 Zealots go down. It's really not that much of a loss for our Protoss player. Zealots are very replaceable, as we see now. A Templar Archives coming through, and he's also starting up the charge with his Twilight Council. 30 more lings from Bly, more or less. He's getting so many of them going for himself here in the production tab. He really is hungry just to end this game sooner rather than later. Like, he's really not looking to play the macro. His economy is really not quite there. At least, maybe he wants to play the macro, but he really wants to apply a lot of pressure before he gets there. So here we go. A lot of lings going to run in, but more Zealots are being warped in, and Stats just seems to have everything he could want right now. He really does seem to have absolutely everything he could want at the moment, as we can see those units just gathering up. Maybe getting set to go once more. We see a couple Archons going to warp in from Stats. I'm going to jump into this Warp Prism and see what maybe they can do now as well. As a couple of Queens going to jump on top of it, and nice little bit of initial damage, but only shields. It pulls the Warp Prism away, but now the Archons are going to start getting the Queen kills so the Prism can come back in, and they can micro those Archons as required. Nicely done by Stats. Well microed so far. Such a low income from Bly throughout the game. Look at this lead Stats has. I mean, for the first 5 minutes of the game, being ahead like this is not bad, but then like this, that's a huge mountain of income lead. That goes all the way to 1,000 income advantage. It's just Stats mining so much, as now Zealot's coming over. Charge is about to finish, and honestly, what does Bly even have in the game right now? Like a set of Zerglings? I mean, Archons and Zealots combined are just going to keep on microing against these lings, and they're just going to trade so efficiently time and time again. It's already happening. Next up, those Archons do great micros. Now he charges in towards the third base, and you can just see that this Spore Crawler, these Adepts, are just getting to work. So, you know, just getting, sorry, the Spore Crawler going down, the Zealots and Adepts getting to work. Let's continue to clean out the third base. We're going to see another couple of Zealots warping in and continuing to work their way through the fourth. I mean, Bly is already seemingly doing enough here. Some Banes have finally come into play, but way too late to the equation. They're really joining into this way too late, so not pretty at all. As we're going to see that hatchery getting picked off here. Banes continue to pick off some Zealots here and there too, as we're going to see these lings are going to run on up in towards the main base perhaps. There comes down to the natural. Zealot's still running all over the place, and well, we are going to see that Queen going to get picked off as well. So Queen goes down. I mean, the thing is, Stats right now, he's just building up at home as well. Still, you know, extra gates, etc. He can just keep warping in an insane number of Zealots, unless this Warp Prism gets killed, which it might do by this Queen. Oh, it's just about going to pull away, right? I mean, if the Warp Prism just repositioned, he can just keep warping in Zealots, and like Mass Zealot will do the job at the moment. 8 Zealots at a time. Well, there goes the 4th hatchery. The 3rd hatch was already killed off here, and Fly tries to warp in and morph in a few more Banelings, but it really still isn't going to be enough. Stats. Monster moded it against the Zergs today. Had that one game against us. Whoa! Kaboom, maybe? Stats split. Nice split. It's almost like he's playing with Marines. Stats had this one game where he took a lot of damage to a Widowmine drop of Keen, but other than that, he's really just looked completely untouchable. He's going to be a monster to contend with going into the playoffs on Monday. And we are, by the way, going to be drawing the playoff bracket after this series. So actually, a few things coming up after this series. We're going to do a co-op commander giveaway. And then we're going to be doing a WCS Global Finals poster giveaway. And we're going to be drawing the bracket for the playoffs of this event. Very, very exciting, I know. Well, I'm going to be seeing these Zerglings of Bly going to be running around and still just trying to do a little bit more where possible. But again, I really have to say, I really do feel as though the damage is already way too much, and it definitely is the case. There's the GG. Stats